All right, good morning, everybody. It is Cowboy, and it is Monday, and it's 8:30 a.m. EST on August the 19th. Hope you all had a good weekend. I should be back live on X, although I'm getting a funky looking signal on my streaming software. Let's see. No, I'm live on X. That's good. Good to see it. Okay, well, let's see what we got going on this week. Let me go ahead and bring up some data, and we'll see what kind of data. I believe Powell speaks this week. Yeah, I think Chairman Powell, the Chowl, is going to talk, I think, on Friday. I just lost on my screens. Give me a second. Temperamental software. All right, hold on. There we go. Oh, yeah, buddy. Sorry, hold on, guys. I just lost my screens, but I'll have them back in a second. All right. Good. And let me share the screen. Okay. Apologies for that. So what do we have on this week? Okay, the 20. What is today? The 19th. So nothing today. Canadian news tomorrow. FOMC minutes are on Wednesday. So the markets might be kind of waiting for that. In the last few weeks, the minutes haven't been that big of an impact. So basically, the minutes are where they release all of the notes that were taken during the FOMC last week. So people will hyperanalyze that, and there's always a chance that there's some info in that didn't show up, in the FOMC meeting, or things like that. That can be used to push around price, right? Thursday, the usual suspects. You have unemployment claims, which is every week, and of course, if that's far enough away from the estimate, that can move markets pretty well. Then we have our manufacturing and services PMI, the Purchasing Managers Index. So some economic data coming out at 11:45 a.m. that can mess with prices. So you got to be careful trading on Thursday. Jackson Hole, I think that's what it is, on Friday. So you have some more Canadian news in the morning, and then Powell speaks Friday afternoon. And Friday's typically a day that I either don't trade or I trade very little. But Jackson Hole this week. So Jackson Hole is it's an all-day thing, as you can see, and it's where a bunch of billionaires get together and talk. Basically, it's a big symposium. Lots of talking heads going on there. Got Cool Cat, Mavbet. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you both here in the YouTubes. So, but yeah, got at least a few days of possible decent trading without interruption. I'd say really Wednesday, of course, the FOMC can throw a wrench in the works, but that's not until 4 p.m. EST. So it might be, if the market is worried about FOMC, then we might see a bit of a slowdown up until then. Right up until the actual FOMC, you might see the market slow down, and the European Open before that will probably be okay, but the American Open might be quiet. And then overnight, Thursday, there's more European data and British data. So Thursday, the European Open on Thursday, might not be the best to trade as well. Gotta keep that in mind. Good. All right. Well, let's go ahead and jump into the charts. Nice Bitcoin short from yesterday. I took profit earlier than what I mean, this would have gone to target. But as the price spiked down, I took profit pretty close to target. For me, it was actually right about here that I took profit. I'm happy with that. I got a 3-1, but it did end up going all the way to target yesterday. And I called this move out. I didn't actually put the whole trade up for the private group to see, but I did call the move out. So it's probably going to come down to this place. And so I imagine some guys were using that data and looking at trades yesterday. But yeah, beautiful trade, man. That's that right there. I mean, the entire trade was a 4.3 to 1, and it wicked right down to target. I mean, I mean, that's about as close as you can get. Um, it looked past the target, so depending on which exchange you're on, you probably would have seen a good profit on that one, right? Gotta love those. March, good morning. But yeah, that's the corn. Just on a short term move down yesterday. Let me go ahead and erase the data here. Zoom out. Go to the proper chart. Okay, looks like I had, yeah, okay. So let me go to the daily here and reduce what we got going on. There's a lot of data on the screen right there. Let's fix that. Let's see, what is this? Yeah. Okay, hold on a sec. Let me fix this screen. And we'll go to, we'll go to I wanted to have a look at the weekly and the daily. Okay, so now Bitcoin is in a place where the bull's got to kick in or else, right? I mean, we have the multi-month consolidation. Price is now done what looks like a bearish retest and may want to head down. We're at a place in the 4-year cycle where price should probably, it might dip down and grab another low, like we just saw during the panic a couple weeks ago. Might see another grab of the lows down there. I've got marked out just some of the more likely areas based on structure. But the volatility is like super low right now. So usually when volatility is low, that's a clue that that's just a clue that price might not really go anywhere. Although we have to watch out for that, because during low volatility, you also get liquidity traps. And liquidity traps mean that the market makers can take advantage of that, and they can push price around in big ways. As a matter of fact, the panic last week was on a Sunday, and a Saturday, but mostly a Sunday. That's 2 weeks ago now. And the price moved drastically on that Sunday because not a lot of people were there in the market to buy it up. It's a lot of people panicked and sold. So that was a liquidity trap, unfortunately. So yeah, now price seems to be building a kind of a range in around maybe like 57 to 62,000. And let me zoom in just a little bit, make it easier for people to see. And then I think we'll jump over to liquidity first and see where the liquidity is. And then we will talk about what the algos are saying. So let's roll to Kingfisher. Okay. Let's see where all the liquidity. Yeah. Hold on a sec. What's going on here? I got credits. There we are. Okay, a little liquidity downside at 57,000, 57.5 to 57.8, just a little bit. Let's see. Oh, where's my widget? I have a widget and it's not on the screen. That's weird. Usually I've got a widget that's got all my stuff that I like on it. Well, I guess for now we say 57.5 to 57.8. So basically below this line. 57.5. Let me zoom in on this. And let me use, okay, we're looking at the daily, so let's jump down to the 3-hour. So it looks like we'll be looking at kind of lower time frame moves today a little bit. And that makes sense based on where the market is right now. There's my widget. Okay. 57.8. So this is basically where you're going to see the liquidity right now to downside. And then upside, it's probably going to be right up here. I'm going to guess 59.5 to 60,000-ish. But we'll get the math. We'll get the actual data. So 59.3 to 65. So like right up to here, basically. So that's where the upside liquidity is, right? So the best thing we can probably do is look at kind of the more lower time frame moves right now based on this. This is not a lot of action right now. The daily is kind of flat. The higher time frames are a little bit bearish. Like the weekly is just a little bit bearish. The monthly tends to be bullish, but even if the monthly is bullish, it's bullish up against resistance right now. So things are not looking that great high time frame. However, because the volatility is so low, that means that it could turn around bullish, right? But right now it's not. It's not really bullish right now, and the high time frame, the monthly, is like bullish against resistance. So that can flip bearish at any time. So really, things are not looking that great. I'm just saying, like from an algorithmic standpoint, I'm told that the smart money is not selling, so we could see things flip around bullish like that. That happens, and where the market is right now, that is something that can happen, right? But for the moment, it does appear that we're probably going to see price just in the near term do one of two things. It might grab this liquidity and then go up. That could happen. Or it'll just go up. One of the two. That's just the short-term look. And for me, the trade would happen algorithmically at this point. The price action is what's going to determine that. So everything's price action, but I'd be looking at up or down. It'd have to do with the way that the algos are pointing me at this point. So it's either going to just head up or it's going to head down and then up. It could go sideways and then up. So that's just what it looks like right now. But you know what? It could head down and then everything could like change and it might not want to go back up. That can also happen too. But for the moment where things are, I'd say sideways or up, right? That's the easiest thing for me to say. Kind of sideways and then up, or just, up. And then as it's headed sideways, it might be that everything flips bearish. It's a weird time in the market. It's really hard to look at. If you take a look at the price action itself, it's all about small moves. It's all about low time frame stuff, right? So to try to forecast out such a low volatility time is actually pretty tricky. The best you can do is, take a look at what the algos are doing, and price has to, want to head up in order to grab that liquidity. We got Siege in the house. Morning, Siege. Thanks for stopping by. Good. So yeah, this is kind of a non-answer for those who want to know what's going on with Bitcoin. But it's just, that's how it is right now. Higher time frames, they could flip bullish, but they're not terribly bullish right now. Things are at a point where Bitcoin needs to have a lot of bulls step in to push it up. But we're also at a point in the cycle where what might happen on the higher time frame is we get another washout. We might see price dip down to the low 50s or even the mid 40s to wash people out. And then you might get a lot of bulls step in and crush price upwards. But I'm being told that the smart money is not selling. That's what I'm being told. So we'll see about it. Thank you all for stopping by. AlgoFactory.tech. Zap the QR code, top right hand of the corner. Take you to our website. We help people become traders. We help people build a trading method. Most people are trading manually, but if you do want to build a trading algorithm that trades for you, we can put you on the path to that. So come on over, AlgoFactory.tech. And do not forget,
join us or die.